How to salt kosher meat, Nikkur explained. Imagine biting into a piece of meat and knowing every part of it is prepared to meet strict kosher standards. That's what proper salting and Nikkur are all about. Let's explore how these steps work together to make meat kosher. First, before salting, the meat goes through Nikkur. This is a detailed process where a skilled butcher carefully removes forbidden fats, veins, arteries, and the sciatic nerve. These parts are not kosher and must be taken out precisely. The sciatic nerve is especially tricky because it runs deep inside the hip area, so removing it requires skill and patience. This step is essential because if these parts are left, the meat could be considered non-kosher. Once Nikkur is complete, the meat is ready for the koshering process. The first step is soaking. The meat is submerged in cold water for at least 30 minutes. Soaking helps loosen any remaining blood inside the meat. The water used should be clean and dedicated solely for koshering to avoid contamination. After soaking, the meat is taken out and allowed to drip so excess water can escape. This step ensures the salt will stick evenly and work effectively. Next comes salting. The meat is coated thoroughly with coarse kosher salt, sometimes called kashering salt. The salt must cover all surfaces, including any newly cut areas if the meat is sliced. The purpose of the salt is to draw out the blood through a process called osmosis. The salt pulls the blood from inside the meat, making it safe and kosher. After salting, the meat is placed on an inclined or perforated surface for about 1 hour. This resting period allows the blood to drain away from the meat naturally. Once the hour is up, the salt is rinsed off completely with cold water. Multiple rinses are recommended to remove all salt and any blood residues. It's important to complete this entire process within 72 hours of slaughter. If the meat is frozen first, it should be soaked and salted immediately after thawing. All utensils and containers used for soaking and salting must be reserved only for koshering to prevent contamination. Remember, meat that has not undergone Nikkur and koshering cannot be eaten according to Kashrut laws. Poultry is salted similarly, but all loose parts must be removed beforehand. Also, meat should never be cooked before koshering, because cooking seals the blood inside and makes removal impossible. In summary, Nikkur involves removing forbidden parts from the meat with great care. Salting then draws out the blood, fulfilling the biblical prohibition against consuming blood. These steps work together to ensure the meat is truly kosher and ready for your table.